We are going to start in a wide-legged child's pose today. So pop your knees apart to like the full width of your mat or wider if you need, and keep your toes touching together at the back. When you lean forward, try to keep your glutes onto your heels. We might have some distractions today. And from there, you're just going to walk your hands forwards. Pop your forehead onto the floor. And we'll just relax here for 2 minutes. So yeah, remember to keep your hips nice and low. Let your belly hang between your legs. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And now we're going to try to lengthen the breath a little bit. So inhaling and exhaling for a count of 5. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if that's a little bit too long for you, you can always shorten the breath to a count of 3 or a count of 4. It's completely up to you. And every inhale, the belly should be expanding between your legs. And at every exhale, try to pull your belly button towards your spine, squeezing all of the air out of your stomach. We'll take 2 more breaths there. One more breath. Now gently lift the forehead off the floor, come onto the fingertips. And we're going to walk the hands in little steps over to the left hand side, keeping your stomach nice and close to your thighs. And when you can feel a stretch along the right side of your body, pause there and drop the head. And we'll stay here for 5. 3, 2, and 1. Gently lift the head and baby step your hands back to the center of your mat. And then we'll go over to the right hand side. Again, baby steps over to the right. When you start to feel a stretch along the left side of your body, pause there and then release the head down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Raise the head up. Baby step the hands back to the center of your mat, and then walk your hands back towards your body. Very good. Let's come to a nice cross-legged position. Get yourselves comfortable. From here, we're going to do a little twist. So inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Don't try to force your body around, just feel a nice gentle twist. Stay here for 3 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, your left hand to your right knee. Right hand goes behind, and again, just a nice gentle twist. Don't force it at all. Gazing over your shoulder. Two more breaths here, in and out through your nose. Expanding and contracting through your stomach. Inhale, raise the arms up. And this time we're going to go forward, so keeping the arms nice and high, chest open, back nice and straight, just with control. Lower yourself down, hands down, and release the head down. And remember, on every exhale, so we'll stay here for 5 breaths, on every exhale, we're going to walk the fingertips forward a little bit further. 4 more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Raise the head, walk the hands back towards your body. And from here we'll come into all fours. So your shoulders should be in line with your wrists. Go, go, go. People can't see me because you're right in front of me. And your hips in line with your knee. Nice neutral spine, so nice flat back to begin with. Inhale, raise the head up and drop the belly low. Exhale, round through your spine, chin to your chest, pushing the back up and pushing out through the shoulder blades. Inhale, raise the head up, drop the belly low. Exhale, curl through the spine. 2 more times. Inhale, raise the head up. Drop the belly low, push out through the glutes. Exhale, curl through the spine. See, this is what normally happens. Inhale 1 more time, raise the head up. And exhale, curl through the spine. And let's come back to a neutral spine. Gonna take your right foot out behind you, curl your toes, keeping your hips nice and level, so you don't want to be lifting up or dropping the hip low. Keep your hips nice and level. You're gonna raise the right foot, cross it over the left. You're gonna push away with your heel and turn to face your right heel. So you should feel a really nice side body stretch on the right hand side. I'm going to stay here for 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. And exhale back to center. And we're going to repeat the same on the left hand side. So raising your left foot back, curl the toes, cross it over to the right side. Really push away through the heel and turn to look at your left heel. You should feel a really nice stretch along the left side of your body. Three more breaths. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath back to center. From here, I'm going to turn to face you guys. We're just going to warm up our wrists a little bit, so interlock your fingers, make them into a little ball, and then just rotate the ball around circles. And change direction. From here, you're going to take your right hand out in front of you, place your fingertips on top, holding onto the thumb as well as the palm of the hand. Straighten out your hand and pull the fingers just gently towards your body. Like I explained last week, there's a lot of poses in yoga that involve like putting pressure onto your wrists, so it's really important that you warm them up. And release, shake it off. Let's repeat on the left hand. Pull the fingers and the thumb towards you. Nice straight arm. Three more breaths here. and shake it off. Very good. Now you're gonna have a really weird sensation in your tendons when we do this next move. So you're just gonna reach your arms up, spread out your fingers, and as quick as you can, you're gonna open and close your hands for 10 seconds. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And shake it off. Do you feel that? That's your tendons in your forearms waking up. Let's do it one more time. Reaching up, and let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. Very good, guys. Let's come back onto all fours. From here, we're going to tuck the toes. We're going to do our first downward facing dog. So tuck the toes. Make sure your fingertips are spread out and all of the weight is across the whole hand. So you're gripping with your fingertips, your knuckles, and the palms of your hand. And you're just going to lift your hips up nice and high, but keep the knees bent. So let's push up, keeping the knees bent. And just try and get that stomach nice and close to your thighs. And we'll stay for 3, 2, and 1. And now we're just going to try and pedal out the legs. So straightening the right leg, bending the left, and then alternate to the other side. So just bending and straightening one leg at a time. Don't worry if you can't get your heels to the ground. That's perfectly fine. And drop your knees down together, feet together. Hold on to your heels, drop your head down into a child's pose, and just let your arms flop out to the side. So nice and relaxed. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. And slowly start to raise the head up. Let's come back into all fours. And we'll do that again. So tuck the toes, lifting the hips nice and high, spreading out through the fingertips, engaging through the fingertips and the knuckles and the palms of the hands. Pushing your hips up nice and high, keeping your knees bent. And we just stay here for 3 breaths. 2 breaths. And 1 breath. And then just pedal out the legs, so bending and straightening one leg at a time, as much as you can. Don't worry if you can't straighten out the leg fully, or if the heel doesn't come to the ground, that's fine. From here, we're going to step the right foot in between the hands. So the right foot comes forward, left knee comes down, and from here at the back, you can either keep the toes tucked, or you can flatten out the foot and push down through the top of the foot. So from here, remember to keep your knee and your ankle in line. So you don't want to be going too far forward or too far back, just in a nice straight line. Hands on the hips, keeping your gaze forward, and just let gravity push that hip down. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's place the hands around the foot. Tuck the back toe of the left foot. Bring that left leg nice and straight. Step the right foot back into your downward facing dog. And we just pedal it out for 3 seconds. 2, and 1. Now looking towards your hands, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Drop the right knee down. And again, you can keep the toes tucked, or you can flatten out the foot, pushing down through the top of the right foot. Come up, hands on the hips. And again, just check the alignment of your knee with your ankle. If you need to bring it in a little bit, that's fine. Or if you want to widen the stance, you can do so too. Just make sure that your hips are pointing forward. Keep your gaze forward. Just 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Plant. Loki. Sorry, guys. Plant. Wait. Shh. Enough. No. Plant the hands behind the left foot. Straighten the right leg. Bring it back into your downward facing dog. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees down. Feet to their knees together. Holding onto your heels. And gently pop your forehead onto the floor. Let your arms hang heavy. And we're just going to move the head, just rocking it gently from the right to the left, giving your forehead a nice massage. And slowly start to come up, head first. It's okay. I know you're a good guard dog. You're a good guard dog. Guys, just give me 1 second. I just have to go to the door and just check. See, it's fine. Good boy. It's fine. Everything's fine. He always needs me to go and check to see if there's an intruder. Alright, let's plant the hands. Coming back up into downward facing dog. Again, just pedaling out through the legs for 3 breaths. 2. And 1. Again, looking towards the hands. Step the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee down. This time we're going to flatten out through the back foot. We're going to this time make it a little bit harder. So we're going to raise the arms up. This time gravity is pushing our hips down a little bit more. So just check that alignment with the knee in line with the ankle. A few more breaths here. And just make sure that your leg is not falling out to the side. So you want the pressure on all parts of your feet and try to hug that leg in towards the center. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And release the hands down. Tuck the left toes under. Bring the left leg up nice and straight. And step back into your downward facing dog. 3 seconds. Just bending and straightening the legs. 1 more breath. And let's repeat on the left hand side. So step the left foot in between the hands. Drop the right knee down. Flatten the foot at the back. Raise the arms up. And we'll say for 5. Again, just check the alignment of the knee to the ankle. Make sure the leg is not falling out to the side. Hug it in towards the middle. 2 more breaths. And release the hands down. Tuck the toes at the back. Straighten the right leg. Step it back into your downward facing dog. For 3. This time you can pedal out the legs so you can keep them nice and straight. It's up to you. 1 more breath. And drop the knees down. We'll come into a child's pose. Again, holding on to your feet. Arms nice and heavy out to the side. Forehead on the floor. And just take a few breaths to reconnect. One more breath here. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And start to raise the head up. We're going to come into another downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, plant down through all parts of the hand, raising the hips up nice and high. And from here, just going to stay for 5 breaths. 4 breaths. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Pushing the hips up nice and high. Keep the knees bent a little bit if you need to. That's perfectly fine. 1 more breath. Now look towards your hands, and we're just going to baby step the feet towards the hands. And from here, just take your feet hip width apart, holding on to opposite elbows. You're just going to ragdoll your body, so just make it really heavy. Try to spread the weight evenly along the foot. Don't grip in just with the toes or fall back onto the heels. You want to spread the weight nice and evenly along the foot, letting everything hang heavy. If that's quite intense and the stretch is too much, you can bend the knees a little bit and just let the tummy come to the tops of the thighs. It's a bit kinder to your hamstrings, this one. But if you feel like it's okay and you want to straighten your legs, go ahead. Release the hands down. We're going to just baby step our hands around to the left hand side, around to the foot. If that is too intense, you can just bring it up a little bit to your shin. Just try to make sure that your hands are in the same place, so not one dropping down and the other one staying up. Just try to keep everything nice and level. Or you can bring it to the outsides of the foot. It's up to you. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. And slowly baby step your hands back to the center. And then over to the right hand side. Again, if that stretch is a bit too intense, you can just bring it up a little bit to your shins or your calves. It's completely dependent on your body. Just remember to stay patient with yourselves. Everybody is different. We'll stay here for 4 more breaths. Two more breaths. And let's start to walk back to center. From here, stay in the ragdoll position, so everything nice and heavy, but bring your feet a little bit closer together. Just let everything be nice and heavy. And start to roll up from the base of your spine to the middle and the top, and the arms and the head should be the last thing to come up. Nice and slow. Be patient with your body. Roll the shoulders back, and then the head is the last to come up. We're just going to take a second to reconnect with our breath. So feet hip width apart again. Place your palms facing forwards. Nice strong pose. Take a deep inhale and exhale, and gently close your eyes. And just bring the awareness to the soles of your feet. It's okay to rock a little bit in this position until you get used to it. Try to put pressure on each part of the foot, from the heel all the way to the tips of the toes. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. 1 more breath. And on the exhale, gently open your eyes. And I'm going to come to face you now because we're going to try tree pose. So there's a few different variations. So for the feet, you want to place the left foot on top of the right foot. This is like the basic pose, and then your hands come to heart center. Okay, and for this pose, you want to push the leg out, engage the glute at the back, and this standing leg should be nice and strong. And you want to focus on something in front of you that's not moving. If you're focusing on something that's moving, your body's going to move as well. So you can keep the foot on top of the other foot, so your left foot on top of the right, or you can bring it up to the inside of the calf. Remember to push that leg out and really squeeze your glute at the back, and this leg should be really strong as well. I'm doing my video. So yeah, keep that foot on the calf. And just breathe. If you want to, you can bring the foot up even to the inside of the thigh, pushing that foot against the thigh so it's like squeezing together, and pushing that knee back and engaging the glutes. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And release everything back down. Shake it off. And then we repeat on the other side. So you can take the right foot on top of the left foot and you can just stay there, that's perfectly fine. Pushing that knee out and back, engaging through the glute, and nice strong standing leg. Okay, we never put the foot on the inside of the knee. It's really not good for the joints. So if you want to, you can lift it a little bit higher up onto the calf, again pushing that knee back, engaging the glutes, nice strong quads on the standing leg especially, or you can bring it all the way up to the top. If you're finding it a bit tricky and you wobble and fall, that's fine, just be patient with yourself, it'll come. Try to focus on something in front of you or even a little bit down, and that'll help you to balance. If you feel like you want a little challenge, you can start to bring the arms up and open up nice and wide. I realize you can't see my hands at the top, but they're just like this. And we'll stay for 3. Remember, keep pushing that knee out, squeezing the glutes at the back, and a really strong standing leg. 1 more breath. And release everything back down. Very good. Now we're going to come onto our backs. So holding onto your knees, nice straight back, start to roll down along the base of the spine, keeping your chin tucked into your chest, and come all the way down. From here, you're going to bring your feet a little bit closer to your glutes. Palms out to the side, you're going to squeeze the glutes and lift up. Ready? Squeeze, lift up and hold. Try to make sure your knees don't come out to the side. Try to pretend like you've got like something in between your legs that you're squeezing. If you have a yoga block or something at home, you can always squeeze that, or squeeze a book or a pillow in between your thighs or your knees. 2 more breaths. Squeeze up through the glutes. Push down through the feet. And now when we release from the top of the spine. So you're rolling down, if you can see, from top to bottom. So keep the hips high, rolling down through the spine, and your glutes are the last thing to come down. Very good. Let's try that again. So inhale, squeeze and lift up. And again, just check that the knees are not splaying out to the side. Squeeze and lift as high as you can. For 3, 2, and 1. And remember, roll down from the top of the spine. The last thing to come down is your glutes. Very good. Now from here you're going to cross your right ankle over your left thigh, like so. And you're going to take your right hand in between your legs and the left hand around the back of your left leg. And all you do is just gently pull the left leg towards you. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take the hands around the shin, and that will deepen the stretch. You should be feeling a really nice stretch on the back of your right leg and your right glute. Just breathe into wherever you're feeling some discomfort. Nice long inhales and exhales. Stay here for 4 more breaths. Three more breaths. 2 more breaths. And with the last breath on the exhale, release your leg. And now we'll switch to the other side. So cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Again, you're going to take your left hand in between your legs and the right hand around the back of the right thigh. You can just let that right foot drop down, gently pulling your legs towards the chest. And again, if you want to deepen the stretch, just pop your hands around your shin instead on the right leg, pulling it gently towards your body. Should be feeling a really nice stretch along the glute, along the thigh. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Nice deep inhales, trying to pull those legs towards the chest a little bit more on every exhale. 1 more breath. And release the legs down. From here, you're going to straighten out the right leg. Take the left knee and just gently pull it towards your chest by itself. For 3, 2, and 1. And release it down and switch to the right side. Pull it nice and close to your chest. 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Now let your feet flop out to the side. Your hands come down beside your waist. Relax the muscles in your face. Let your body melt into your mat. And just take a few minutes to relax. Try to focus on your breathing. Inhale and exhale. Just observe the breath for now. Don't try to control it. And any thoughts that come into your mind, just observe them too. And try to bring your focus back to your breathing. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest. Relax the muscles in your face and in between your eyebrows. Melt your shoulders towards your mat. Relax the muscles in your glutes and your legs. Start to bring some awareness back to your body again. So wiggling your fingers and your toes and just nodding your head side to side. Bring your legs together, curl your toes towards your body. Bring your hands together, interlock your fingers and push your hands away overhead, giving your body a full stretch. Now bend your legs, place the soles of your feet on the ground. Bring your hands to the side of your face and roll onto the right side, making a little pillow with your head, with your hands. One more nice deep breath here. Now keeping your eyes closed, use your left hand to push your body nice and slowly all the way up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll just take a moment to give thanks to our body and to our mind for taking part in today's practice. Bring the hands to the heart center, rub the palms together, generating some heat. And just draw the hands across the shoulders, down the arms, down the sides and across the tops of the legs. And again, you want to draw the hands from the top of the head, down the side of the face, to the chin and down the neck. And one more time. Bring the palms over the eyes. Feel the warmth. And gently start to blink your eyes open inside your palms and release the hands down. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you have a lovely rest of the day and I'll see you next week. Namaste.